Okay, here's a different one, right? So somebody gives you this angle and a magnitude, right? And then they give you these other cables and the angle, but they don't tell you the magnitude. We want to put this in equilibrium, right? So let's do this guy. Okay, so this one, the known one, has a component like that. This is 34 sine 81, and that's negative and in the y direction. And this is 34 cos 81. Yeah, and this is negative and in the x direction, right? And then we've got this component here. I'm drawing it purposely a little high, and this component there. This is p sine 61. And then this guy down here is p cos 61, right? This guy is positive and in the y direction. This guy is negative and in the x direction. And then let's draw these guys here. This guy is, oh wait, p. I just did these as p's. These are q's. There you go. Okay, so this guy is p cos 31, and this guy's positive and in the x direction. You gotta mind your p's and q's, really. All right, and then this guy is p sine 31 in the y direction. Now it's positive, right? So let's see, what do we got here? Let's see if this is solvable. Okay, in the x direction, I've got minus 34 cos 81 plus q, negative q times cos 61. And then I've got plus p cos 31. And then that has to add to 0, right? And then in the y direction, these are my y directions here. This guy and this guy. That's a q, right? Okay. And then this guy is in the y direction. So in the y direction, I've got minus 31 sine 81. And then I've got, whoops, 34. There we go. This is tricky. There's 31s in here too. Okay, so 34. And then I've got plus q sine 61. That's this guy here, right? And then I've got plus p sine 31, and that has to equal 0. Are we done yet? Not even close. Look at that. All right, so this is just like the other ones, except that the right side is going to be a little more interesting, right? So if I do this as a matrix, let's write these in matrixable form. Okay, so I'm going to take this and put it over here. So that equals positive 34 cos 81, and then this guy is positive 34 sine 81. All right, so get rid of these terms. I'm just putting them over there. And now we've got this thing that's ultimately matrixable. Okay, so I can write this. I just need space to write it. Where can I write? I'll write it over here. Okay, so I've got the matrix minus cos 61, cos 31, sine 61, sine 31, and then it's going to be, what are these guys? This is Q and P. All right. And then that is equal to, I just don't have space here, but it's going to be this guy here, right? So 34 cos 81. This will be 34 sine 81, right? Pretend like you can see that, okay? And so I'm going to take the, I'm going to type these into my matrix here, okay? So I go second alpha F3, and I want a 2 by 2. Enter. Okay, the opposite of cos 61. All right, then right arrow, cos 31. Let's go down. Okay, next one, sine 61. And then this one's sine 31. Got to do that right parenthesis. And then I go to the right to get out of that matrix, and I invert it with the x to the -1 button. And then I'm going to go alpha F3 again. This time I'm going to choose 2 rows, but only 1 column. Okay, and then what this matrix here is, let me draw it here where I've got room, is 34 cos 81, 34 sine 81 is what that matrix would be if I could make it big enough, right? So I'm going to type those in now. So I'm going to go 34 cos 81. And then down below is 34 sine 81. Boom. And now I'm going to hit enter. Boom. All right. And I'm getting that this matrix QP is equal to 26.0106, which means that must be Q, right? And P is 20.9. 20.95 roughly. These are newtons. Okay, so in something like this, if they give you the direction of the other one, then all it does is make these things a little more interesting, right? Yeah. All right.